So we're at the Capitol today, and we're going to be visiting all the lawmakers on the House Transportation Committee and the Senate Transportation Committee to get these packets in front of them.
So these are all the viewer tips that we've received related to text tag issues. So over 150 since 2020.
Everything's related to tolls and customer service and billing problems that viewers have been talking about. And also you've compiled a list of toll-related legislation that lawmakers could be considering.
Correct, yeah.
Maybe there's a way to fix some of these problems right here at the state capitol.
There's a 1E12.
Hi, how are you? Good, I'm Josh, this is Dalton, we're with KXAN TV. Everyone is trying to get the lawmakers' attention right now, so that's a very busy day at the Capitol. Lots of different pieces of legislation and interest to take up, so we're fighting for the attention of the lawmakers today for sure. What's the next number?
Senate side?
Yep.
1E9. Carol Alvarado.
Carol Alvarado. All right, let's try this. We are hoping to speak to the senator. We know she's on the Transportation Committee, and we are hoping that she would be able to take a look at this.
Yeah, I appreciate bringing it by. So whenever it comes up, we'll make sure that it's part of her docket.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, are there any others on this floor?
I believe so. 1E5. This Vice Chair Royce West.
Okay.
So I am familiar with the problems, billing and tolling and how they can accumulate on you.
Yep.
I'll take a look at it.
Thank you very much. You know, lawmakers might not like to see an investigative reporter coming into their office with a stack of packets, but I think in this case, we're really just wanting to inform them and help them make better considerations as they're looking at solutions.
Right.
A lot of times, this is the first time that the lawmakers might be hearing about this issue, so it's really just kind of an awareness campaign.
Right.
Thank you for your advocacy. You know, most of the stuff that we learn comes from investigative reporting such as yourself, so we're appreciative of what you do.
We really appreciate you taking time.
Government needs to be here to serve the people, and for us to be able to help you to do that, to spread the right, the truth, the message, and what's really going on, please count on us.
The lawmaker you just saw speaking with us is the Texas House Transportation Chair. He said our team's research would be valuable as his committee considers legislation to require TxDOT to perform a sweeping study comparing the operations of every tolling entity across the state and how they deal with error rates, customer complaints, processing speeds, and billing practices. If it passes, the results could be crucial to fixing many ongoing text tag troubles. But as our DuPree found, there's a lot of competition at the Capitol, and time is running short in the session.
Texas lawmakers waded through an ocean of bills filed this year. And since a legislative session lasting only 140 days goes by quickly, a few issues floated to the top of the priority list.
School choice, property tax relief, school security and safety.
This time around, a topic impacting Texas drivers barely made a splash. Legislators put forward a limited number of proposals, just 8 bills we could find to change how the state's tolling systems operate.
This is one of those things that I think that is the proper role of state government, looking out for the people of Texas and protecting them.
Republican Senator Bob Hall reintroduced a bill that he's filed every session since taking office in 2015. The legislation would create a uniform billing system for toll operators and limit the fees they can charge if a driver does not pay on time. Hall says that remains the source of a lot of complaints.
They'll send the bill to the wrong address or to an old address. It'll build late fees on top of late fees on top of late. The next thing you know, for a $5, $3 toll bill, they've got hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in fines.
Drivers facing big toll bills could get some help if another state lawmaker has his way.
We have a package of bills to help provide some immediate relief to working Texans across our state.
Democratic Representative James Tallarico proposed using some of the state's budget surplus to cover the cost of tolls for 1 year.
You know, unfortunately, our state has refused to invest in public highways and roads like we used to, and now we're putting it on the backs of Texans to pay for their own roads. During this time of global inflation, I think it's the least we can do to provide a little bit of relief with these toll fees.
In previous sessions, a few lawmakers spoke out more than others about billing and technology problems that persist with Texas tolling systems.
I think Texas needs a wholly different way to look at this.
You can get a text tag that's supposed to be good in Houston, in Dallas, in El Paso, in Austin, but the reality is tolls are being operated by different entities and it's not clear.
Those lawmakers are no longer at the state capitol, but the leaders who do remain.
Texans pay twice.
Say they'll keep pushing forward their fixes despite any roadblocks.
When you do it a couple of times and people come to understand that what the lobby is telling them is not true and that they're actually serving the people of Texas, they tend to change their positions on things.
I'm hopeful this is not a red issue or a blue issue. I hope this is an issue we can all support.
Will DuPree, State of Texas.
Thank you, Will. Those lawmakers say toll reform in Texas usually meets a lot of pushback, mostly from tolling entities themselves. And as the session winds down, we have links to those bills so you can track their progress in this story on our Text Tag Troubles page. Just scan the QR code on the screen with your smart device to explore it all online now. You can find more to that story and a dozen others in our special digital investigative project.
The tale of two historic votes at the Capitol. How one came out of a low moment for the legislature, while the other highlighted an example of a lawmaker's excellence.